final clash begins as both warriors rush each other at explosive speed, ready to end this once and for all. The dungeon boss uses a diagonal slash, but Jinwoo dodges upward, spinning like a Beyblade and countering with a piercing downward strike, but Baruka dodges and pins the dagger to the ground. You can tell the Ice Demon is a battle junkie and is loving every second of this high-stakes duel. Jinwoo teleports his dagger back to his hand, aims it at the boss's throat, who blocks it at the last second. Jinwoo instantaneously follows up with his second dagger, but I swear this man has the Sharingan because he's still able to react and uses the momentum from our boy's attack to counter with a powerful kick straight into his ribs, sending him flying. But this was all a part of Jinwoo's plan, who was buying enough time for his Shadow Maidens to finish casting a humongous fireball jutsu that catches the dungeon boss off guard, resulting in a massive explosion. The blast wakes up Kim Chul, who beelines for our boy, and the dungeon boss also recovers and blitzes towards Jinwoo. Are we about to witness some reverse jumping? Before they reach him, a giant cloud of dust appears and... Welcome back to a Minute Review. Solo Leveling is back, bigger, darker, and more intense than ever. And based on the epic clash from the second episode, Season 2 is going to be even crazier. The scene opens with Jinwoo extracting the shadows from the fallen ice magical beast, increasing the Shadow Army's power even further. Outside the Red Gate, Hwang Dong-soo confronts the White Tiger Guild. He knows they're hiding something about Jinwoo. The White Tiger's leader, Bak Yung-ho, grabs his arm, commanding Dong-soo to let go of his guild member or else. Magic power begins surging through the air as the S-Rankers prepare to clash. The collision results in a huge explosion. As the dust settles, we see the Chief Inspector of the Hunters Association standing between them, having managed to block both Hunters' attacks. They got my boy looking like Shanks out here. Even if they were holding back, an A-Ranker managing to stop the punch of two S-Rank demons is pretty damn impressive. Back in the gate, we switch to Kim Chul's perspective and our boy is tweaking. The A-Ranker stumbles across the Hunters and is incredibly shocked to see the Hunters he had abandoned looking well, eating good, and even laughing. Already unstable from watching his entire party get cooked, Kim Chul goes insane, accusing the other Hunters of hiding supplies and prepares to slaughter them all. Luckily, Jinwoo arrives just in time and hits him with a Detroit smash, sending his body flying. What's even worse, he led the Ice Slayer straight to the party. Jinwoo tells them their presence is too strong to mask and the sadistic elf army reveals themselves. For some mysterious reason, Jinwoo's surprisingly able to understand the language of the monsters, something humans are incapable of, and wonders if it's because of the system. The dungeon boss, Baruka, tells Jinwoo one of his soldiers would like a one-on-one duel with him. It was the same Ice Slayer that gave him the neck-slashing gesture. As soon as I blink, the same Ice Elf's body just collapses on the floor. There's levels to this and Jinwoo is built different. Jinwoo rushes the boss, who easily blocks his attack, but he manages to kill its horse, leveling the playing field. We get some crazy lore reveals that completely recontextualizes how I've been looking at the story of Solo Leveling. The dungeon boss reveals that Jinwoo isn't human. All magic bees hear an innate voice in their head that instinctively drives them to want to kill humans, but Baruka doesn't hear the voice when he looks at Jinwoo. Our boy tries to ask another question, but Baruka starts glitching before answering and time seemingly gets reversed. What's even weirder is that the only person who notices is Jinwoo. The dungeon boss wants to make a deal with Jinwoo. He'll spare his life in exchange for the other hunters, but of course our boy refuses. Baruka tells him he's outnumbered and outmatched. Jinwoo lets out a cocky smile and summons his entire Shadow Army. Outnumbered? False. Outmatched? Yet to be determined. And this scene looks so damn cool. This man is just a walking aura generator. The armies collide in an all-out battle.
Oh my god! My god, this battle is epic! My god, this is even bigger than the final battle in the Lord of the Rings movie!
The other hunters realize this is not a fight they should be remotely close to and start retreating. We get this insane speed feed where Jinwoo effortlessly catches an arrow mid-flight and slices and dices the elves before they can even comprehend what's happening. And look at that pose. This man, he always has to look so damn cool. The dungeon boss is also on a speed blitz and rampage and uses these crazy acrobatics to lunge at Jinwoo, who meets the attack head on, deflecting it with his daggers. Baruka's speed, power, and precision are on a completely different level than any enemy he's faced so far.
Nigga dick, bro, what is you doing?
Even with Igris, Jinwoo can't win. He needs more power. The final battle begins with both warriors rushing each other at explosive speed, ready to end this once and for all. Baruka uses a diagonal slash, but Jinwoo dodges upward, spinning like a Beyblade and countering with a piercing downward strike, but the boss dodges and pins the dagger to the ground. What is this fight? What am I watching? Jinwoo teleports the dagger back to his hand, aiming it at the boss's throat, who blocks it at the last second. Jinwoo instantaneously follows up with his second dagger, but I swear it feels like Baruka has the Sharingan because he's still able to react and counters with a powerful kick straight into Jinwoo's ribs, sending him flying. I just love how cocky the dungeon boss is. It's clear he's still looking down on Jinwoo and not giving his all.
Oh my god, bro, is dick riding all you do?
But this was all a part of our boy's plan, who was merely buying enough time for his shadow mages to finish casting a humongous fireball jutsu that catches the dungeon boss off guard, resulting in a massive explosion. The blast wakes up Kim Chul, who beelines for our boy, and Baruka also recovers and rushes Jinwoo. Are we about to witness a reverse jumping? Is it over for our boy? Before they reach Jinwoo, a cloud of smoke appears, obscuring the battlefield. And out the smoke emerges a huge shadow wielding a giant battle axe and shield, confusing the dungeon boss and even the viewers. So we gotta go back in time a bit because Jinwoo is on his Izing time and our boy's manipulating everything on the battlefield. Already anticipating that the A-ranker would attack him, he summons Igris to block Baruka's view, kills Kim Chul, transforms him into a shadow, and now the preparations are complete. What's crazy is that all of this is happening within split seconds, meaning the speed at which Jinwoo is processing and analyzing information is on a completely different level.
Stop dick riding, bro. That's all you literally talk about.
Jinwoo's new shadow is named Iron and has an incredibly powerful aggro skill that forces the dungeon boss to blindly attack it for a short period of time. We get this really cool dagger and battle axe exchange before the taunt skill wears off. Baruka declares that Iron alone isn't enough to make him sweat and tells Jinwoo and Igris to step into the gauntlet. And we get the Naruto and the Sasuke, the Yuji and the Todo, the Deku and the Bakugo jumping. This fight was insane. The teamwork, the combos, Jinwoo and his boys were going crazy. Iron uses its taunt skill to aggro the boss. Igris immediately follows up. Baruka narrowly avoids the attack, but Jinwoo penetrates him from the back.
Pause.
Meanwhile, the Shadow Minions have completely wiped out the other Ice Slayers, but the boss declares that as long as Jinwoo dies, his army won't be a threat. Baruka charges wildly at Jinwoo with blistering speed, who throws his dagger at him. Jinwoo, why would you get rid of your weapon like that? Oh, that's right. Jinwoo uses Ruler's authority to telekinetically accelerate his dagger, shattering Baruka's weapon. Iron emerges from the snow and grabs the dungeon boss before the Shadow Mages unleash a barrage of fireballs, creating a towering column of fire that engulfs the entire battlefield. But Baruka is still not done. The dungeon boss emerges in a wild frenzy, refusing to fall, and it feels like he's about to go into a second phase. But wounds suddenly appear from his body as the hunter emerges from the shadows. Our boy Jinwoo's been playing 4D chess. Just how far has he seen into the future? Every move, every command given to his shadow feels meticulously orchestrated, all leading to this exact fateful moment. Completely surrounded and weaponless, Baruka tries one last desperate attempt, but Jinwoo begins aura farming and smoothly walks away. Baruka fails to realize that Iron has snuck right behind him, leaving the boss completely open. Jinwoo's new shadow brings down that Gigaton hammer, completely pulverizing the dungeon boss and bringing this epic fight to an end. I love how Jinwoo just nonchalantly walks away mid-swing. The aura this man emanates is insane.
If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. I cover tons of anime from the most popular to the most obscure, from seinen to comedies, from shonen to mysteries. Whatever your flavor is, I got you covered. Or we'll get you covered in the future, probably. With that being said, see you guys next week. Peace.